Hey, we're back with the Guy Dawson Show, and my co-hostess is Raquel B. Sharper now, and we've been speaking with the Wiggins twins, Marcus and Malcolm. They are basketball players at Stanford University. The two of you are from Las Vegas, and you've got some stiff competition in this town. There is a high school that is turned into a juggernaut in high school basketball, Bishop Gorman, and you had a chance to play them a few times when you were in school, in high school.
Yeah, yes, we played them a number of times. Yeah, I mean, it was always a great game. The games were always packed. I would say now, since then, it's been a rivalry game in the city, and yeah, played a bunch of times. We got them once, but you know, I learned a lot from those experiences. And what do you got about Bishop Gorman?
It was always a pleasure playing them. You walk into the arena or whatever you're playing at, and it's just a sea of people everywhere and cheering. It was just crazy environment. So I really missed those days in high school. We played them.
I'm look out for this year. Centennial has a chance to get them this year.
You think so?
Yeah, man, they have a kid, Troy Brown. He's solid, so he's a senior year too. So I think they're gonna get him this year.
So Marcus, do you because the college season runs different than like the regular season?
Right.
So when you have a chance, do you come back and go to the games, like the high school games?
You know, since we're on quarters, you know what? I haven't been back to a game.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Like it's Christmas, we get like a day and a half, 2 days at home, and
2 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're in the midst of our season.
We're in season, so
okay.
Yeah, so it's tough. I mean, I went to a tournament game, but I haven't been to a regular season game since I've played.
Okay.
It's been tough.
Okay.
But I follow them pretty closely. Like I keep up. I
can see that. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I follow them pretty closely. I can.
And you play in the Pac-10, which is one of the biggest conferences in the country.
Absolutely.
Which means you are under a lot of scrutiny, playing some tough teams. Who do you like to play the best out of all the teams in the Pac-10, because you both have been in college for a while?
Who you got?
At all the teams, I'll say, personally, I think I like playing Oregon the most because they're similar style to me. They get up and down the court. They have a fast-paced offense, and they really get after you defensively. And I like that. That's my kind of style too. So when you play them, it's always fun.
For me, I would probably say Cal.
Because that's your rival, right? Is Berkeley?
Yeah, I'll take Cal. Cause I mean, when we're playing Cal, you know it's gonna be
it's personal for sure.
Stanford.
Bring it, right?
Cal, on different sides.
That's so true.
I mean, if you win, you rule the Bay, really. So that's what it's all about.
Sure.
And there's so much excitement. There's so much excitement being in the gym.
Oh yeah. I mean, that whole week is like, I'm not sure what they call it, but it's called like big game.
Yeah,
big game.
Big game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called big game, and it's just great atmosphere.
Sure.
So I love it.
Yeah. So what's preseason ranks on Stanford this year? You guys in the top 25?
No, I haven't even checked this stuff yet, but you know what? I probably should check.
I guess you don't have a lot of time to keep up with. Do you keep up with those types of things during the season, where you're ranked and things like that?
During the season, I try to avoid like looking at stuff, but
because it can get in your head and mess you up,
exactly.
right? Because you have to do like the Muhammad Ali thing, like I'm the greatest, there's nobody better.
Right.
Boom.
And you also got to take one game at a time and just try to get that one game and put all your energy into that one game in preparation for that game. And then if you win it, that's good. In the past, move on to the next one. Same approach.
Yeah. So I try to kind of put on the blinders during the season.
That's good.
And just roll with the punches. So.
What is college life like beyond? I know you guys are on a very, very tight schedule.
Right.
You don't have the regular college life that an ordinary student would have. Exactly. But I'm sure you're up there. You got to have some relaxation and enjoyment of your experience being in college.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, this team's extremely close. And we find ways to have great times. I mean, we during the summer, like times when we're off, we might go to the beach in Santa Cruz. You get away for a little bit, or go to Half Moon Bay.
Mm-hmm. Maybe catch a movie.
Yep.
Some guys like one of our good friends, Dorian Pickens, he's on the team as well. Me and him play video games, and we get real competitive. So
I don't play
that's
video
always
games.
fun.
No, not in the video games. Never have been.
He'll watch them. He'll watch
I
the
used to
sweat.
watch.
Yeah, me neither. I was
Yeah.
never. My
Yeah.
poor son never got to play a video game. 16, and I never bought systems for
There we
him.
go. There we go.
But everybody has their thing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Everyone's
It's very
preferences.
true. I'm
Yeah.
not into video games. I was for a short period of time when I was a kid, and then I was like, I don't like this.
I
I
was
like
the
being
same way.
out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I can't stay engaged that long.
Right. So here's my daughter was here last week, right?
Okay.
And she has a name for people who aren't athletic. Do you guys have that name? I was wondering if that's like a name
It's
that's.
called Sieves.
No, what's that? So you do have a name. What's
I mean, it's called like.
what do you call them?
I mean, it can be a lot of things. It can be like. Some kids call them civs, like.
And what is it? Is that an acronym for
yeah,
something?
like civilians.
Civilians, I think.
Civilians.
I think so.
Okay, see? So my daughter's name for was like non-athletic real person, NARP.
I've heard that too.
I've heard
You've
that.
heard that.
I've heard
Okay,
that.
you've heard that. So
Yeah,
non-athletic
I've heard
real
of that.
person.
Yeah.
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 So she's like, oh, they're NARP. And I was like, what's a NARP?
My high school basketball coach had another name, not as nice as what you guys are saying. So
'Cause
I'm
we're
not
nice.
going to bring that in. I love these nice acronyms, but my high school coach wasn't,
Isn't that
wasn't
nice?
bad. It wasn't.
Yeah, and it's almost like NARPs are like, yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely heard
I've heard that for sure.
that thrown
And then
around too.
sibs, okay.
Do you
Yeah.
have any time to spend with non-athletes at all?
NARPs.
I mean, you know what? Like, surprisingly, at Stanford, they do a very good job at integrating different people. Like, my freshman year, the dorms are random, so I was assigned a random student, and I think it was the greatest thing that happened because I've made so many connections outside athletics because, I mean, these kids are so, like, everyone wants to talk, everyone's very friendly. And like I think you meet a lot of people at Stanford more so than other places. I think the school does a great job of integrating different students. So.
Yeah, but being on a team is bar none. You'll make your best friends for sure
Right,
on the
absolutely.
team. So it's always been.
It's also like what you were saying, Marcus, that like the networking aspect, because it's one of the top 5 schools.
Right.
So you definitely, while you're there, you want to network.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about networking.
Absolutely.
That's why.
That's
we
what my mom
work.
preaches.
Yes, no,
All
it
about networking,
so me and your
sure.
mom are on the same page.
Oh, same
Absolutely.
page.
Definitely. It's
Definitely.
like who you're talking to, and then it's not just going to be on an athletic track. It's going to be
Exactly.
on a
Absolutely.
business track because
Yep.
you think of somebody like Michael Jordan, and now here's a question for you guys because I can't think of anybody, but I don't know anybody that wears anybody else's gear that hasn't played for like forever. Because he hasn't played in like
Right.
2 decades.
Yeah,
Right.
His brand has
2
outlasted
decades.
his career.
He
Yes.
hasn't played,
Yeah.
right? And you think about how many times he dribbled the ball and didn't get paid. And then how many times he dribbled the ball and got paid. And now he actually gets paid not to dribble the ball. And people are still wearing his gear. He's
Brilliant.
like,
Unbelievable.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yes.
It's unreal.
Yeah, I remember the first Jordans. I mean, when they came out around 1984, I think it was maybe 1984.
We were in middle school.
We were, and it's
Oh my
just
God, it was
unreal.
crazy.
Oh, I could
And they were $60, and that was just unbelievable that somebody could actually pay that much for
I was
basketball
never
shoes
a
back
sneaker
then.
girl.
I remember.
Ever. But I have friends that were, they would just have them online.
$60 sounds good now.
Right.
Well, that's a bargain.
Sounds
Right.
right.
Yeah.
On this show, we talk a lot about dreams and becoming all that you can be. And what are the attributes that you feel that you've had throughout your upbringing that have put you in the position to be playing basketball at Stanford?
Probably for me, just a never give up mentality. I've dealt with adversity even at Stanford, regards to injury, stuff like that. But I think when I was younger, I kind of had that mindset: never give up, never like let adversity take over. So
Malcolm, I bet you your mother instilled that in you.
absolutely,
That's where it came from. It came from mom. Give
Absolutely.
credit to mom.
How about you, Marcus?
It definitely no, because that's where
I
it
would
starts.
say
True.
I've always had a sense of self-motivation. I didn't need people to push me. Like, growing up, I've just always been self-motivated.
That's awesome.
Kind of,
Yeah. That's really important, and again, it's a pleasure to have these 2 young men as a part of the show today, and I wish you both the best in your season upcoming, as well as being students at Stanford. And
Thank you.
I know we'll be having you both come back through again sometime to talk about, who knows, we could be
Absolutely.
having NBA stars on the Guy Dawson show.
That
one
would
of
be
these days.
awesome.
That's the
We'd be
goal,
like,
sure.
remember the Wiggins twins win? Would you guys ever go on a different team? Just like, because you guys are like really
We might have to.
together.
Yeah, I mean
That would be
that
the,
opportunity.
that would be the rival right there.
Yeah, I'll be.
that would be the rival right
would be
there.
crazy.
That would
Thank
be
you,
crazy.
Miss B. Sharper, now for being a part of the show again today.
Oh,
Thank
thank you for having me.
And
I
we appreciate all of you for tuning in, and we will be having more interesting guests during next week's show. Take care of yourselves, and see you then.